Hi, I'm Mujirade, a 30 plus first time mom in a foreign country and a newly wedded wife. My baby is 5 months plus now, yet here I am still struggling with motherhood, and I feel like a complete failure. Although motherhood is one part of my life I was never prepared for. It's one phase that I never really thought deeply about. Still, I had zero idea how tough it could be. Cause, bro, this is hard. Like, real hard. This is my very first child, and I had him via a cesarean section. After 3 failed induction, 12 hours non-progressing labor, which was the most painful experience of my life. Right now, I have almost forgotten what sound sleep feels like. From like 6-7 months of pregnancy, sleep has been a real struggle. Postnatal has been even worse. My sleeping hours has declined drastically. Sometimes I sleep for 3 hours, most times less. Because I have to breastfeed literally every 2 hours till dawn. My son is on exclusive breastfeeding, and it's always a struggle to get back to sleep after each feed. So I might end up not even sleeping again. This has definitely affected my feel good hormones, and here is where the entire story started. Don't get me wrong, motherhood is a beautiful journey, and I definitely pray and wish it for all looking up to God for it. But man, is it hard? It is really, really hard. And nothing, absolutely nothing, prepares you for all the surprises and the sacrifices, because it is indeed a sacrificial obligation, one that you have to do. Now, combine that with being a wife. My marriage is also taking the hit, like seriously deep one. We don't even know what romance feels like anymore. Women suffer 85%, but the remaining 15% from men is also not negligible. And I know many would say, but there are people looking and begging God for this. But here you are, complaining. This is exactly why many struggling moms don't speak up or ask for help, because they will be judged like this. Motherhood is a really beautiful hood, a very, very, very awesome one which I'm privileged to experience, and I absolutely love it. Yet, this doesn't take away the fact that motherhood is difficult and it changes your entire life. Although I had wanted to take a break for a while to focus more on self care and family, but this was an entirely unplanned break. I was sick for days, anxious, tired, stressed, frustrated, overwhelmed, tearful at a lot of times, depressed, and in a very bad place physically, emotionally, spiritually, and mentally. Literally, all the leaves in my life were tested. My son wasn't sleeping well no matter what I tried. He would still wake up several times in the night to breastfeed. I didn't want him to stop exclusive yet because he wasn't 6 months old. So I had trouble sleeping at night and was always sleepy during the day. But yet, can't get to sleep because then I have to monitor him too. Although it's better on days Obi is off duty, which is like once in a week or twice. Obi works more, B's has got to be paid. So most days I'm all alone at home, tired, bored, overwhelmed. He was teething and will get really cranky and clingy to me, pooping and all of that. I I was feeling like a bad mom, not feeling like I'm enough. Literally, since my mom left, I have found childcare really overwhelming, and I got tired of talking about it because it made me feel bad complaining about looking after my own child. I felt like I wasn't enough, like I'm a bad mother. The failed routines, let's not even get to it. I just didn't want to talk about how I felt again because the truth is, no one truly gets it. And I gradually found myself drifting away, uninterested in going anywhere, seeing people, looking after myself. I literally didn't have any energy for someone so energetic. I had problem concentrating, focusing on one thing or a task. I kept hearing voices telling me nothing, I can't do anything, I'm not enough. I felt like my life was falling apart and there was nothing I could do to salvage it. I felt trapped. Like my entire existence is now around just looking after a child. I lost my spark. I stopped responding to my calls. I wouldn't even touch my phone for days. One time, Faith called my husband when she couldn't reach me, and Obi rushed home from work because I wasn't picking his calls either. My friends and family would have to call Obi or my sister. I was locked out, completely out of touch. I just wanted it to be over. Like, I wanted the days to pass very fast and move to the next phase. But my hobby was really amazing. He would make me breakfast and even booked me for spa session to go relax and get a massage. I prayed for things to change, but it felt like no one was listening. I felt deprived in my marriage emotionally. I haven't even enjoyed wife food, and already motherhood has overwhelmed that. When we miss each other, we don't even get to really do it the way we normally do. Sneaking around our baby, avoiding waking him up. The attention was always around the baby. I was so uninterested about looking after myself. I had zero energy. The fact that I was going through all of this and still have to show up as a wife, doing my wifely duties, though to be fair, my husband wasn't requiring, it wasn't requiring much of me. But yeah, I still have to do the basics, although at my own pace. I was just tired. Spiritually, I was struggling to pray, and this was the worst for me. Praying gives me strength, it gives me peace and comfort, knowing that there's someone up there that's, that watches over me, that I can speak to. But because I was always tired, it affected my spirituality. My prayer time reduced, my focus distracted. It felt like everything was against me. So I stopped seeing the need to pray because things were not going as planned, as expected. Then on this day, I was reading one of my devotionals and it talked about gratitude. And I started doing a gratitude check and found a lot of things that I didn't appreciate enough: the gift of love, of friendship, of family, of good health. God also gave me this verse: I can do all things through Him who gives me strength. All, not some. And that includes being a great mom and a sweet wifey. So every time when I wake up in the morning, I say this confidently: until it became my reality again. Speaking life into every situation is a practice of faith. In Proverbs 23:7, for as a man thinketh in his heart, so is he. The thoughts and inclinations of our heart shapes the reality of who we are. It means if I think it, I can be it. So instead of getting anxious and feeling less of myself, why don't I speak life edifying words? The truth is, when we dwell on the negative, our life tends to follow the flow. And that's how depression and anxiety sets in. Whereas, when we choose to see the positives and acknowledge them more, our world radiates into glory. In short, the Word of God rescued me, and I gradually started feeling better and feeling like myself again and enjoying every moment with my son, watching them grow, sitting, climbing, rolling, crawling, and just enjoying this phase. I decided to take more time to rest and just look after myself. So that's why I have not really come back online. There are some conditions no one can talk you out of. You will need to save yourself and invite God's saving grace and presence. My mom would say this, and a lot of my friends who have got children will also say this. It will get better. I want it to already. Already. I have heard and read a lot about postnatal depression. I'm a nurse, but I never thought in a million years that I could be a victim. It's a form of depression that affects more than 1 in 10 women within the first year of childbirth. And this is quite similar to postpartum blues, although this lasts just about a few weeks post birth. To those who reached out to me when I was at my lowest and darkest place, I say a very big thank you. I did receive a lot of messages on Instagram, especially to my friends who cared to listen, who checked up on me, who listened to the rants, and to those who could relate. You all helped me get out of this, and I sincerely appreciate you. To the women praying to God for the gift of motherhood, may He answer you speedily. And to the mothers who find themselves in a similar state as mine, know this, that you are not alone. Please speak up and seek help. I am rooting for you. Am I back for good? Maybe, maybe not. I'll keep you guys posted, but I'm sure better. And I love you all so much. Thank you all for loving me. Thank you for riding with me. Thank you for the support. And thank you so much for keeping up with me on this channel. Thanks for the likes, for the engagement. And thank you for all the comfort words and kind words that I know that you'll be dropping in the comment section. I'll see you guys next time. I love you. Stay safe and God bless you. Thanks for watching. Bye.